Hey everyone, this is John back again with another live review. And today, if you see the thumbnail and the words, I'm doing this. And most of you see this and it doesn't mean anything to you. But this is, you can definitely see the company Acecook. But this is another premium spicy bowl that I got from the 5 a.m. ramen shop at instantramen.jp. They have a regular and a spicy premium box you can get. Each has 5 bowls in it. Not sponsored. That's just where I got it from. Anyway, this bowl is called Katsu-ura Tantanmen. And it is a version of Tantanmen that is popular from the Chiba region, just outside of Tokyo. And this is a spicy Tantanmen with ryu chili oil, fried onions, and a soy sauce base. It also has some green onions in it and some chicken, I believe. That's what I saw online. Um, the chicken is that big. I don't want to drip on my stuff. But it looks pretty good. Um, Basic instructions for this premium one: boil water, put in the clear sachet. This one had green onions, fried onions, and chicken. Then pour over the boiling water. Wait 4 minutes. Put the sauce on top of the heat, powdered on the side as well. Um, the 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 liquid pouch was all like chili oil, and the powder pouch tasted really like the soy sauce base. Um, let's go ahead and taste different parts of it. When uh, when I first put the water in it without any of the flavorings, I instantly got like a bouquet of onion smell. And I really think it's from like these fried onion pieces that are in here. So I'm going to try one of those first, just by itself. A bit of crunch to it, very strong oniony flavor. Try a little bit of this chicken. A little bit of texture, but not much like chickeny flavor, I would say. Let's go in for some broth. It is a red broth. Oh, it's so delicious. It's like a definitely you get 3 flavors. You get onion, chili, and soy. Let's go get ahead and get a bunch of noodles and see how that tastes. I have I injured my elbow yesterday. I play softball and championship game was yesterday. We won. So I'm a 2-time champ this year. But on one play I fell and I braced myself with this arm and I kind of twisted on my elbow. So don't have a lot like 100% full strength or range of motion in this arm, which is not good for trying to eat with chopsticks because actually like pinching down with my hand, I can feel a twinge right there in my elbow. So this isn't the spicy one, but again, Japanese ramen, even when it says spicy, is typically not in that uber spicy category. This is definitely just like a really flavorful chili. And the soy base plays an equal role in the flavor than the chili does. I was on the DL. I had to come out of the game um, because I couldn't throw really at all, but I still had to bat in the lineup. The first I actually had to bat two more times in that game. In the first one, I just went up with my normal type swing, and then as soon as I hit the ball, the contact the ball made with the bat, just sent like a huge twinge of pain just shooting down my arm. And then I said, I can't do that anymore this game. Um, and the rules of the league are if you have someone on the bench, you can replace them. But if you take someone out and you don't have someone to replace them, every time you come up to bat, you just have to take an automatic out. So my second at bat, I said, I'm just not going to swing. I'm going to stand up there and hope that they just throw balls and I can take the base for free. So it got to a full count. And the next pitch, it was just like, I don't want to strike out. And this looks like it's going to be a strike. So I kind of just held the bat with this hand. When the ball came, I let go and I swung basically one-handed. I got a base hit out of it. It wasn't the prettiest base hit, but I was safe nonetheless. And then we won. So we've so far won our spring league and our summer league. Fall league starts next week. Hopefully my elbow feels better by then. This is really, really tasty. And really everything I've got from the 5 a.m. ramen shop has not been anything but good. It's like the worst one I had was like, this is very good. Mm. According to his little blurb on his website on the instantramen.jp, this style of ramen was made for fishermen during the winter to stay warm. This makes sense because the Chiba region is right on the coast. I do have this with me today. This is a Coca-Cola Zero Sugar. Coca-Cola came out with their Coke Zero in 2005, I believe. And it was supposed to be a Diet Coke that tasted more like Coke. When Diet Coke was first created, it was actually created to taste more like Pepsi, which is weird. But Coke Zero came out in 2005. Then in 2017, they reformulated and they changed the name to Coke Zero Sugar. But this is actually a brand new formulation. They said it tastes more delicious and more like regular Coke. And the way you can tell the difference is the old Coke Zero had a black label with white lettering, and the new Coke Zero's sugar have a red label with black lettering. I think it's supposed to look more iconic, look more like their line of Coke products. Excuse me. But I have not tasted it yet. Coke Zero and Coke Zero Sugar have always been my favorite diet colas. So I was interested in trying this. It just came out in stores in August. You know, it's September 2nd today. Excuse me. But it's still slowly coming out. In fact, the store I got this from, they had these basically sitting right next to the Coke Zero Sugars with the black labels. So we're in a weird crossover time now where we still have some old stock and the new stock's coming in. Well, I'm going to go ahead and taste this to tell you what I think. This It tastes like Coke. Like that's one of the best things I've known about Coke Zeros and Coke Zero Sugar. It just tastes like regular Coke. And I don't have one to compare with it on me now, but this is really good. Like I know if I had a regular Coke with real sugar in it next to it, you could probably tell a difference. It would just probably be like a more syrupy, sweet flavor to it. But if you don't have like a direct comparison and someone like poured you this, you'd say, thank you for the Coca-Cola. It's regular Coke, refreshing as a Coca-Cola's ever been. Um, yeah, it says there's 80, 80 milligrams of potassium in this, which is 2% of your daily amount. I've never known Coke to have anything in it that was actually nutritional. Um, Moving on to the other part that I said I was going to do in the description, I'm going to update you on a few things, a few of the reviews that have came out recently and maybe in the past too. Um, basically, one for sure I want to talk about, but I thought since I'm doing that, I might as well just go down the list. So I'm just going to talk about things that have been published. A few reviews that I've done that I haven't published yet, but I have a few items that I haven't reviewed yet. Excuse me, Coca-Cola burps. But I will tell you about some things that are on the published list. I'll mention them one by one, and if there's something that I need to tell you, I'll tell you. The White Hot Ranch one, that was most recent. It's a good review. You should watch it. I complained during it, but the product was good. But the one I really want to talk about was the one I published 2 days ago. The title is I Ate Durian for the First Time. Parentheses, actually second, but this title is more clickbait. Um, that title was basically because on my mind at the time, I just watched this Veritasium video where he talked about YouTube algorithms and titles and thumbnails and how they have dumb amounts of uh, influence on how well your videos and your channel do. And he showed that he had the same video because you're allowed to change the thumbnail and change the title of a video or anytime you want to. And we're talking relatively speaking here. He published a video with a more like very detailed, accurate title about the educational value of what it was that he was going to show. And it only got like a couple million views, but then he showed like on his like stats how all his videos get like hundreds of millions of views. And then he changed the thumbnail and changed the title to something that sounded way more clickbaity, and like the views jumped the next day. And a lot of people hate dumb thumbnails and clickbait titles, and I do too. And that's for the most reason all my titles are just exactly what I'm doing. It says a product, it says that I'm reviewing it. And for the most part, I don't put much effort into thumbnails. Occasionally, I will. Um, so that's why I said I ate durian for the first time, because a lot of titles like that will do better. But actually, it was my second time. But I also want to talk about that video because, unbeknownst to me, I was in the beginning stages of being sick that day. And during the review, I was not feeling sick at all. Uh, but later on that day, and I can tell you it had nothing to do with what I ate that day because um, my son was sick and my wife was sick, and we were all sick in the same way. And I was the only one who ate those items. It was some stomach flu. It it caused a reversal of fortunes on me, my wife, and one of my children. Luckily, the other child did not get sick this time. Um, I've actually had two sicknesses go through this house within the last 3 weeks. Not been pretty. First one was stomach flu, caused people to vomit. Second one was a more uh, non-COVID respiratory-esque sickness. I say non-COVID because we got tested and we were negative. Now that I think that I said that word, YouTube is going to kill this video, but it doesn't matter because I don't get views on these anyway. Um, so I ate durian, and compared to the first time I ate durian, it was a more pleasant experience when I was eating it. It didn't smell as terrible as the first time I had it, and the flavor wasn't as terrible as the first time I had it. But like I said, later on that day, I experienced some reversals of fortune that came back out. And I can tell you, the taste and the smell coming out was one of the worst things that I've experienced in my life. And when I was editing the video, this is at least a week after I filmed it, just watching myself eat it, I felt ill in my stomach area. Nothing happened, but like smell and the taste came back to me as I was doing it. And looking back on the video now, I don't agree with any of the positive things I said about durian. I will never eat durian again. I hope never to be around it again, because the smell will trigger a memory that will make me feel ill again. And that's all I have to say about that. Garlic Bacon King. It is what it was. Lay's, limited time, Cheetos, Doritos, Funyuns. I will say this for this one. I reviewed all three of those on the same day. The Garlic Bacon King one with the garlic chips on it, I still would say it's delicious. The Funyuns chips, because they smell like onion and because that's a similar smell to durian, I could not finish that bag of chips. My son actually finished those, but couldn't do it. It was too fresh in my mind. The Maku Korean rice beers. I said some pretty positive things about it on that review. However, I still have most of them in my fridge because I, again, have no desire to taste them. Every so often, I'll crack one open and pour it out, and I'll start drinking. I'm like, these are just not enjoyable to sit down and drink. Yeah. So still have most of that in the fridge. And it's been a while since I've done that, and I think eventually I'm gonna have to throw them out just because I don't like them, even though I said in the review, which is weird because like it's weird how sometimes your opinion can change the second or third time you try something, or like when it sits on your stomach. And you know, Copper Cow review. I don't like the product. I'm pretty sure I said I don't like the product. Breakfast Bacon King. The other live review. Twinkie Wiener Sandwich. Surprisingly good. Um, after the video, I made a couple more until all the stuff I bought for was gone. Mountain Dew Cake Smash. The only thing I have to say about this one is I have procured the Mountain Dew Flaming Hot 6-pack when it came out. It took about 45 minutes reloading the website to buy it, but I got it. It's not here yet, but when it is, I will definitely review it. Chuck E. Cheese pizza was gross. Kraft macaroni and cheese ice cream, still good. Buffalo wings, fried chicken. I don't remember what I said about that, but I'm pretty sure it was decent. Delta Fire Stir Fry. Pretty hot stuff, but manageable. Magic Spoon. Another one I wanted to address. So in the video, This one I actually do have a thumbnail, and it's actually 34 minutes long, which is another reason why people didn't watch it. And I said they're pretty good, they're pretty enjoyable, but guess what happened to all my Magic Spoon cereal? Didn't eat it, got stale, threw it away. Uh, I would open the cupboard, look at it, and say no. So I guess it's just something that wasn't good enough. Little Caesars pepperoni and cheese stuffed crust pizza. Tastes like Little Caesars. They have a new thing called the Crazy Calzone. I'm not going to say I won't review it, but chances of me reviewing it are slim to none. Thai stock was good. The Great King, Yam Radawang. Did a little bit more research on that. Found out it's basically the the King of Hell, something like that. Yamra is Yama, the Buddhist god of hell. You ever seen Dragon Ball? There's a character called King Yama, and he's like a desk clerk at like the gates of when people are dying. So it's that character. And if you look at the wrapper, it does have like a silhouette of like a devil king looking kind of guy. Pop Boiled Mountain Dew. Baja. There's a new Mountain Dew that's coming out soon. That's supposed to be alcoholic. I don't know when it's coming out, but I definitely want to try it. Skip down. Rule 5 draft from Goose Island. So I did 2 reviews about Ehrman Mercedes products, and like shortly after I did that review, he got sent down to the minors, which is kind of funny. I also have a shirt, a Ehrman shirt, which is funny that I got all that stuff, and now he's no longer a major leaguer. Cometeer coffee was a good product. Sour Patch Mystery flavor. I found out that was like a banana, or it could have been like a banana cream pie one. Plant-based Italian beefless sandwich from Bona Beef actually had a decent amount of views on that one. I think I had a pretty positive reaction to it. Still not as good as regular Italian beef. I don't think there's anything else that I really need to go back and talk about. There's a new Girl Scout cookie coming out for next year that I'm definitely going to get. My Jot Javi 1 by video has over 3,000 views. It's a very popular one. A lot of people say have to thank me for it because it may let them know which one not to get. There's another YouTuber who has a video that did this, but they don't have 1 by. They also compared it to some of the cold brew concentrates that are not the same type of product. They're more of like a 1-to-1 kind of reduction. But initially, he was saying that Javi was good, and I think that might have had to do something with the fact that Javi sent him the product for free. But by the end of the video, after he tastes all the other one, he's like, going back to it, Javi is just not good. I definitely agree with him. Javi is not good. I have a new a review. I'm not going to talk about it because it's not out yet, but it was based on a comment I got from that video. And it's coming out. I can't say much. I'm not going to give away for it. But it should be the next one that comes out, actually. And this live stream's already 25 minutes. What I'm going to do now is stop talking and just grab a few more bites of this, and we'll say bye-bye. Super delicious. Katsu-ura Tantanmen from Acecook. Highly recommend. Go to instantramen.jp. The you can actually subscribe to it and get like a monthly box. It'll change all the time. Sometimes you might get the same things, but it's not the same 5 every month. And I can tell because when you go to the website and look for the instructions, the list of the ones on there just keep growing. It's like 3 times as long now as it was when I first opened it up and looked at it. And he's even like, as they've gotten bigger, he's divided them up by type so they're easier to find. Not to say it wasn't even easy to find because there's big pictures of the labels on it, so it was already pretty easy to find. But he's doing an amazing job with the website. He's got a good product. It's a premium price for a premium product, but if you really want to try like the best instant ramens available from Japan, there's no other place that I would suggest over this one. But anyway, we're going to end the live stream there. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope there was some information in here that you found useful. See you on the next one. Later.